We are live. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. All of you wonderful guitar-loving souls. All of you brand new subscribers. Even more people are signing up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all greatly for that. And all of you returning subscribers, we are day 44 of 365 days of guitar practice. If you are brand new, I'm Jay Wills, midlife dude getting back into making music, more specifically learning how to play guitar after 22 years of hanging up music and all that way back in the day. And how this normally rolls, I do a little intro of my own design, and then if you are nice enough to throw comments down, I will acknowledge it in the next day. So today's day 44, tomorrow's day 45. So if you want to throw a comment, I will acknowledge it the next day and any recommendations you may have. So with that, been a crazy day. I hope the old iPhone, I was not nice to the phone today. It got buried in drywall dust. So hopefully it stays and it's happy. So, but with that, let's, should we go sitting, standing? Oh, Jesus, amp's not even turned on. Ugh. Been racing, been one of those days. Oof. Super dusty. We're gonna go Tele for the intro because I know that this is, I think, in standard tuning. Oh, yeah, struggle is real. That's why we're here. All right, so let's grab this. Let's grab that. Do we got some sound? Oh, a little update on the situation here with all my amps and my loop station and all that kind of stuff. So my Sweetwater rep, Josh, absolute saint, got back to me today. I still need to go through his schematic and go through, for those of you, sorry, if you're brand new and you're like, what is he talking about? Check out yesterday's video, the day before, actually. Going through a whole process of getting everything hooked up. I got amps and keyboards and audio interfaces and studio monitors, and things weren't jiving. So sometimes after, enough fiddle-diddling, you just gotta call a friend. So Joshua, thank you, dude. You'll probably never see this, but you're a saint for helping me out with that stuff. All right, so intro. Oh yeah, and we got some, it's already on gain, so we're good there. Are we? Oh, good. Let's go. Need more volume. More volume. All right, we're good. Oh, no warm up today. It's real. That's why we practice every day. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. That's a rough intro. This is how it used to go. I've been adding this stuff in slowly. It used to be like this. What I've been fiddle-diddling with is this. Back to the channel, everyone. Again, we have rough intros sometimes. These are live, unedited, unscripted, and raw. It's about practice. Yeah, kind of sounds a little odd though. Maybe just my earballs. Who knows? All right, hey, we'll hit some comments real quick, and then we will get on to our further fiddle-diddling in practice. So, all right, first things first, hit some comments, rock and roll. And thank you all for throwing those comments out there. I appreciate you greatly for doing that and following me along, letting me torture your eardrums for the next year. All right. At Roger Tinker 1813, welcome back, brother. The red guitar is smoking today. Was you using the rat pedal or just the amp? Just the amp. Dark Terror. Hold on. PV, Valve King 100 was the amp. No pedals, just going through that old girl. So, and tonight we're doing Orange Dark Terror. We're good there. I want to make I've been switching so many different things around. That struggle is real when you're on the gear side, sound engineering side of stuff. Wow. But no, just amp, PV Valve King. Who knew? Old used amp off Craigslist, you know? Rock and roll. Signardi 9457, welcome back, brother. Hey, man, your sound is definitely evolving. Less tortures each day. Ha ha. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. It is. It's coming along. Had a good morning session. Had a terribly shitty lunch session. And then had no warm-up tonight. Was hoping to get in a little bit early. I had enough time to shower to get all the drywall dust off my ass. And I did not want to get my guitars. I was just a filthy, filthy ass mess. And then on top of it, couldn't find my phone. I was like, where's my phone? Literally buried in a bathroom that I'm doing a remodel in. Buried. I don't know how the hell it fell. I don't know. Who knows? I hope it still worked for the whole video. Cross fingers. At Signardi 9457, nice jam session. I decided to jump into guitar lessons. I start this week. Oh, very nice, dude. Yeah, guitar lessons are always cool. I took one guitar lesson, I think, in my life, way 22 years ago. Maybe one or two. They're good if you have the right teacher. I didn't mix well, so, you know. But hey, I've had some phenomenal piano teachers and saxophone teachers, which have allowed me to be the person, well, I don't play that as much anymore, but the piano and sax, I got good enough to get a college scholarship, so there's that. So yeah, teaching, getting good lessons, invaluable. They can be. That's awesome. At 699-9457, I had some pedal struggle until I figured out how to do it eventually, and now it sounds weird. I haven't messed with the looping much yet. I also agree that it doesn't beat just plugging in straight into the amp. It does. Like, this is just Orange Dark Terror tonight. We're going to do a little bit of fiddling. I'm just going to turn it up just a little bit because we can. And get back to some jamming. But the Dark Terror just always sounds amazing. I also think, and this is going to sound crazy, I may be getting towards the end of a couple of sets of strings on one or two guitars. Because they have progressively started to sound a little bit different. And I don't know if it's just my ears. Who knows? It could be that too. I mean, I'm just outside of my shower still filled full of just dust. Who knows? Just playing around. At Art Escopolis. I'm butchering it. I'm sorry. I am my second month on my guitar practice. It is ignited when I brought the second guitar because the usage of the first one was hard and has problems with the fractionality. Yeah. Oh, that's on day 8. Oh shit, brother. We're on day 44, my friend. But hey, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, if you have, that's one of the things that, it's hurdles. I talked about this a few videos back. Have the hurdles small as you can. Because anything that makes you put the guitar down and be like, yeah, fuck it, I don't want to do it. Especially if you're an old dude like me, late 40s. Like, I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 next year. So that struggle is real. So I'm glad to hear that you got a new guitar, good gear. It doesn't take complicated gear. It just takes a good guitar, a good cable. Ugh, that's important. Jesus, it took me forever to figure that out. And a good speaker cable. That's a different one from the back of the amp to the speaker. Do that. That changes the sound immensely. But just a good tube. Well, it doesn't matter if it's tube or solid state. But a good solid amp, a good cab, you're set. Totally set. At Nicky Rock 1962, welcome back, brother. Last 2 days have been 43. You even introduced a video as day 43. Does this mean you are at an impasse? No. I did 2 sessions on day 43. Today's day 44. No impasse here, brother. We're doing this every single day for 365 days. Hell no. So yeah, no, hell no. No, there's no impasse. For sure not. At Eli Nelson, welcome back, brother. Shred on. Ah, thanks, brother. That's awesome. At Eli Nelson 8215, the 5-minute slow segment was sounding good. Drop guitars sound great. Yes. Never had dropped a guitar down. We'll be doing that or keeping that Predator that way for a long time. That was amazing. All right, cool. I think I got everyone's comments. Thank you so much if you were banging on the keyboard and throwing that comment out there. I appreciate you greatly. Don't need that plugged in, so that can go there. Sweet. All right. to the important stuff. So, it's Monday, right? And I like the Modal Monday or the Modes Monday type of theme. That's a good idea. However, I've kind of been doing it, or accidentally, because of some of you, some OG subscribers from way back in the day, the single digit days when we were doing this like 40 plus days ago. My gig bag book of scales from, 1980 something. I don't know, this thing's old as sin. 97, my bad. I didn't even realize this, but the modes are like the Ionian, the Aeolian, I'm pronouncing these wrong, the Dorian, the Phrygian, again I'm pronouncing these wrong, the Lydian, the Mixolydian. I started with this. Little did I know that that's part of that whole mode system. Who knew, right? So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to fit a little around with some jamming, of course, and some practice. Let's get the old drum machine, aka my metronome, we'll be using that this evening. We'll probably stand up, most likely. But let's jam a little bit. And welcome to day 44 of 365 days of guitar practice. Rock and roll. Let's see here. What does the old drum machine sound like? Probably the same. We will adjust that. All right, so I'm gonna bring out the Terminator. Oh, if you're brand new and you are still listening, wonderful saint. This is a Schecter C1 Platinum. I call it the Terminator. It's a active pickup, phenomenal guitar. It's in drop D, and we're gonna run that through the Dark Terror tonight because it sounds awesome. So, first off though, I am not warmed up. It's amazing what not having a warm-up will do to your body. So let's go, you know what? We'll fiddle with that, beats and all that here in a sec. Sometimes when you're rushing around, you're like, what's wrong? Well, maybe plugging the goddamn guitar in would be useful. All right. We're gonna warm up a little bit. I am not warm, so then we'll get into some drum machine and we'll just kind of play around. So. This is going to make your ears bleed, so if you're expecting some Randy Rhoads, Eddie Van Halen shred session, this is not going to be it, I promise. However, you can mute the button, because everything can be muted, so, but this is, I need to warm up a little bit. I really have something cool, some riffs I want to share tonight. However, I am not warm, and my forms are just beat to shit from all of the sawing and drywall work today, so I need a little bit of a warm up, so you'll have to pardon me. for letting me get a little bit warm. Forums are just on fire, but it is what it is. We're just gonna jam. There is no getting around the fact that once you get your forearms all pumped up for the day from doing work, they just stay pumped until you go to bed, unfortunately. So let's play around with what I was fiddle-diddling with this morning. Well, this morning, and then also I also do all my fundamental rudimentary drills, my structured practice in the morning with my metronome, aka drum machine. Let's change and get a little 8-beat, super simple, little percussion, a little smooth and steady. Morning's little stumbling across. It's just a basic scale, but it sounds cool with this little backing beat. Slow down. started playing with the 8-beat in this particular jam this morning with that. Give it like a couple of weeks, it'll be sounding a lot cooler than that. But I think it sounds cool. It's just also the drop D. I'm addicted to this drop D. This is just Orange Terror by itself, which is so awesome. So, yeah. It's also a lot easier to jam when you're not trying to keep up with a backing track. That I've noticed, which that struggle is real too, is A, learning guitar in general, B, learning how to keep track of the beats and the rhythm and everything behind it, because it's so easy just to like, you know, and kind of like float off into the ethereum. So, I gotta double check the camera, make sure it's not dead. Nope, we're good. Sweet. I am shocked that camera's actually, my phone is still working. That's awesome. All right, cool. Well, let's see. Let's do a little, we have to switch guitars. If we're going to go that route, we got to switch guitars. So let's switch up guitars back to the Tele, because the Tele is not in drop D. It is in regular, but come on, drop D is just a bomb.com. All right, so let's go Tele. We need a strap. All right, I love these showers. I swear, these are just like the best thing that ever happened to like straps and guitars. These are just awesome. Boom, just like that. Bam, transition. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, let's go there. Let's go here. You need some glasses because I can't see shit. All right, so. This guitar, it's so awesome. Okay, so it's kind of like Modal Monday, I guess. I'm not an expert at this, and by any means, if you are still listening, you wonderful saints, I am not a guitar teacher. This is just an old dude struggling his way back into playing music and making music. So we're gonna grab, I don't know, I floated around with the F for a while. We did G last week. I don't know. What's the B flat jazz melodic minor? What's all that jazz about? Well, let's see. Let's see here. So type 1 of the B flat jazz melodic minor starts at 6, 8, 9, 6, 8, 10. What does that sound like? So 6, 8, 9. 6, 8, 10. Try the type 2. I don't know, I'm looking for a sound. Like I'm looking for a sound tonight that's kind of a not that. That's type 2, 9, 11, 13. All right. You know what? Maybe. Let's do this. Let's go no gain. I know. Blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy. All right. Let's see if this sounds a little bit different with no gain. We'll go top. Let's go single coil because we can, because it's just one of those guitars that we can do that with. I got like super quiet though. That's like super quiet. There we go. We'll go back there. We may change that up. Let's go B flat Lydian flat 7. What's that sound like? All right, 6, 8. 6, 8, 5, 7, 8. It's kind of a gymnastics. those are peacocks in the back. If you hear all that nonsense back there, I live kind of out in the country a little bit, and we have a horde. When I say horde of peacocks, and they're beautiful. We have turkeys out here too. We got coyotes, turkeys, all kinds of shit. But the peacock crew that rolls around our neighborhood, I have pictures that they just hang out on the roof of the house. They hang out in the backyard. They're beautiful, especially certain parts of the year when they are all their tails are all blossomed out. Beautiful. So if you hear this weird like rah in the background, that's just a horde of peacocks that's just on the other side of the fence. And my back door is open, so there's that. All right, so 68578. I like the way that sounds. That wasn't too bad. Okay, I get out that. So 568. No worries. So just inverted, basically. Okay, it's not like it's kind of more of a rocky mood tonight, but no worries. 5-7. It's hard not to just fit a little. So repeat. 4-6. Ooh, another jump. Ooh, that is a gymnastics. I'll just slide around, makes life easier. Okay. As much as I absolutely adore scales. Let's add a little distortion to that shit. All right. Good time to practice some hammer-on pull-ups. These are very new and they are challenging. It's always easy to default to what you know, but it's this finger gymnastics that makes you better. That's all there is to it. What would that sound like? Almost like throw power chord plus a little plucking. I wonder what this sounds like. Nope. Nope. Some stuff works, some stuff doesn't. What about if I invert that? Nope. What about invert that? Ah, maybe. Maybe. Definitely not. It's a different triad. It's kind of a weird triad, though. Sound altogether. It really is. Compared to what I'm usually playing. Oh, you know we could play on the old, oh yeah. Not drop beats, I gotta find, let's see here. G. C. I don't know if I can get that same, I don't think I can make it work. Can't strum the top one. Yeah. Oh well, no worries. Almost. Alright, we're going to change it up and go to a different one. 8, 10, 7, 8, 10. Alright. Interesting. 7, 8, 10 is kind of a cool little it's always nice to have that drop D because you can kind of change the whole aura and sound of everything, but it's not too bad. 6, 8, 10. cool scale. It's not too bad. Need some more playing around with that though, for sure. So thick with that amp, it's just awesome. All right, hey, I think we are 30. Oh yes, we have blown past our 30-minute requirement, and if any of you wonderful souls are still listening, we are day 44 of 365 days of guitar, and I do believe that is all. Peace. See you tomorrow.